It took a super long time because iMovie decided not to work, so then I ended up finding Video Shop, and this app lets me record my voice, so now it's going to be a voiceover. Sorry that I sound dead. Anyways, I'm going to explain how this turns into this. I'm going to start about where Pitbulls originated. In the British Isles, or Britain, or England, or yeah. Originally, Pitbulls were bred for bull baiting and bear baiting. In the sport, they would chase down the bulls or bears until they passed out of exhaustion or just died on the spot. The people watching loved it. The bulls obviously didn't, and the pit bulls were forced to do it. So pit bulls have actually been around for a really long time. The stereotypes got a little worse in the 1980s when people started using pit bulls for a new sport called dogfights. The name basically explains itself. For dogfighting, dogs would fight until the other passed out or died. The only difference is they're usually going to be on chains, most of the time outside, not in a boxing ring, without boxing gloves or weapons. And they're forced to do it. They don't have a choice. Sadly, dogfighting hasn't come to a complete end. People still do it on the streets of some cities, and some people stop it, some people won't. Either way, some dogs are being traumatized, and they don't look like this, they look like this. Usually at the dogfights, the dog would be traumatized because they can realize they just killed another animal. Their owner will abuse them for losing and making them lose money. They can get really injured and have removed tails. Either way, the result never ends up good. One of the reasons people have decided to use pit bulls usually in dogfights is because they have lockjaw, they're more sturdy, they have bigger muscles, and they're just a stronger dog. So why do people do dogfights? One of the most obvious reasons is because of money. People will do bets for this dog will beat this dog or this dog will beat that dog, something like that. And they'll get money for it. So that's why when they lose, they get really mad. Another reason could just be because a person hates dogs. With my school project, it was a requirement to have interviews. So I interviewed a couple of people. I emailed the doctors at Cypher Animal Hospital in Houston, Texas, Dr. Blue, Dr. Levine, and Dr. Ross. They're also on the show Vet Life. But they were probably too busy with the show to answer because I never got an email back. I thought it would be a good idea to email someone at the Humane Society who might have some pit bulls come in every once in a while. So I did. I'm not going to say their actual name just because I feel like it's respectful not to say their name to everybody on the internet. But I did interview them. So this is mostly going to be a summary of what we were talking about, but this is it. Here we go. Question number 1. How many pit bulls are given up to the shelter each year?
As of 2018, 52 out of 970 dogs were American Pit Bull Terriers. 217 dogs were mixed breeds.
Question 2. Has a pit bull been brought in because of aggression?
Yes.
Question 3. What breeds are the most aggressive in the shelter?
Any breed can display aggression if it is in pain, scared, or nervous.
Question 4. How many pit bulls are adopted a year?
In 2018, 26 dogs adopted were pit bulls.
Question 5. As of this month, how many pit bulls are adoptable?
As of today, 19 out of 29.
Question 6. Are any animals, not just dogs, put down for aggression?
Yes, we take in all animals needed, and if needed, we put them down.
Question 7. Has there ever been an aggressive cat? What have they done?
Yes, we often get feral cats. They aren't used to humans, and they'll usually bite, scratch, hiss, and spit to avoid interacting with humans.
Question 8. What breed of dog is given up the most?
Mixed breeds followed by Labrador retrievers.
Question 9. What's the hardest dog to take care of?
Probably the bigger dogs like Mastiffs and Great Danes because moving around the kennels aren't as easy for them.
Question 10. Why do people target pit bulls and not other aggressive dogs?
I think people target pit bulls because the media tells them to. Because pit bulls are strong and they tend to latch on when they bite, they're used most often in fighting. So it's not the dogs that are the problem, it's the people who misuse them. 30 years ago, Rottweilers and German Shepherds were treated unfairly. It's really a public perception problem that those of us in the animal welfare field are trying to combat with education. Thanks for trying to change people's attitudes about pit bulls.
Besides being pets, nowadays pit bulls can be used as therapy dogs or brought to children's hospitals or senior homes. Some help protect. Some are just like cop dogs. All of them are important. At this point, if you still think all pit bulls are bad, you need to learn to listen because now you know that they aren't. Because I've told you stuff, other people have told you stuff. You should know by now that not all of them are bad. Just because you do something bad doesn't mean all humans are bad, does it? Pit bulls are just misunderstood and mistreated. It's people that make the pit bulls bad. Why don't people scream at the people who are making them bad? Pit bulls, assemble. So thanks for taking time to watch this video. You really didn't have to. You could have watched a better one than this. This was just a rushed school project. But not all pit bulls are bad. The pit bull stereotypes usually just bother me because I want to be a vet, and I'm scared that if enough people say pit bulls are all bad, they're going to get banned from everywhere and they're going to get hurt and have nowhere to stay. Thanks for watching the video, and send it to someone who thinks pit bulls are bad. Throw this video in their face until they believe otherwise. Please, have a nice day. Bye.